G'day.
G'day.
Thanks for stopping by.
As always, thank you for joining us.
Welcome to this last leg of our coastal inland road trip.
Yeah. So we've travelled from Bateman's Bay, across Clyde Mountain, that was an adventure.
Yep.
Through the gold rush towns of Trunky Creek and Safala.
And now we're kicking off from the charming little town of Coolah in country New South Wales.
And from there, our journey takes us to Lake Keepit.
For something really special.
Yeah. A glamping experience.
But of course, travel doesn't always go to plan.
No, it doesn't. And with further rain up north, we found ourselves navigating road closures and changing plans along the way.
Stick with us right to the end of this video and we'll share some of this country charm.
A few gems that we discovered along the way.
And of course, the unforgettable glamping stay.
What a perfect way to finish this adventure.
So for our last stop before Lake Keepit, we're at the Coolah Caravan Park. It's only walking distance into town. We're here at the caravan park, power and water, $40 for the night. It's an interesting little park. We got what we were told was a slab site, but the slab is like the size of a postage stamp, so it's something you step out onto rather than park your van on. So it's not a huge slab, which would normally be fine. It's not particularly an issue. It's actually nice to step out onto the concrete. But the problem is, there's been a lot of rain, came down a couple of days ago. So much, in fact, that it's impacting the rest of our trip now. Because we were supposed to be going from here up to Gunnedah. And while you can get to Gunnedah, because of the rains and the floods, you can't get out of Gunnedah. The Coolah highway's closed and you can't get across to Lake Keepit that way. So we're going to have to find an alternative way of getting to Lake Keepit. We're thinking maybe end up going through Tamworth. Anyway, that's another story. For now though, we're here at Coolah, nice little spot. So even though it's tiny, it's still got a lot of character and charm about it. It's a great place to stop for a couple of nights. Wenda's got to work for one day, so I'll do a few things as well. The park has got very old-fashioned amenities block, but nice and tidy and clean, can't complain about that. Camp kitchen is really good. They've got a fire pit out the front of it, and the kitchen itself is well equipped, barbecues and fridges and all the usual gear. Dump point. Doesn't seem to be a lot of sites here, but there's also a few cabins around. The area where I'm standing down here, can't believe it, but 2 days ago this was underwater and they were worried that it was going to come up onto the caravan park, so they were pretty much up all night just watching the water levels come up. But yeah, this whole section, I'd be in about 3 or 4 feet of water apparently right now the other night when the rains came through, but it's dropped quite quickly. So yeah, hopefully by the time we end up going to Gunnedah, the river's actually dropped enough for us to get through there. Otherwise we'll have to go the long way around. So it turns a 2-hour trip into a 3-hour trip. It's not a huge deal, but yeah, rather not do it. So this line here, where the grass and leaves and that finished, looks like about the height the river got to the other night when the rains came through. It's a big day of work tomorrow. So we're not going to get out anywhere. So we thought tonight we would go out for dinner.
Oh, we'll go and check out the town, go out for dinner.
Yeah.
Trouble is, Paul, that Coolah has 2 pubs.
Ooh, which one?
I reckon we need to go and check them both out and make a decision.
The Black Stump or the Coolah Valley Hotel?
Yeah. Should we go and check them both out?
Let's.
Okay, cool. Well, Paul, there's something about walking the streets of an old country town like Coolah. Every building seems to have a story, and you can almost feel the history woven into the walls as you wander through.
So the Coolah Valley Hotel got roast lamb dinner, $16 with your choice of salads and sides. So after checking out the Coolah Valley Hotel, we wandered over to the Black Stump Hotel, and right away we were impressed.
Not only does it look the part of a great country pub, but it even offers country pub camping out the back here.
We didn't need it this time, but hey, it's always good to know for the future.
Always, yes. But the real question is, can the Black Stump tempt us to stay with some good old-fashioned country hospitality and a solid menu?
I think they might be able to.
Why is that?
Palmies.
Yeah, of course.
Check this out. What a feast. I tell you what, this palmy and salad and chips, that looks unreal. So Wenda bought a bit of extra salad to go with her dinner. And the salad is a meal in itself, honestly. Look at the size of it. Oh my goodness. Yep, I'll tell you what, you can't go wrong with the feed here.
Of course. There was just too much, so we were able to take some home for dinner tomorrow night.
Oh, saves us cooking tomorrow night.
Absolutely. That's what I call a win.
Well, after a very pleasant 2 nights here in Coolah, we are off today. We're heading up to Lake Keepit, hopefully. We can't go up through Gunnedah, the roads are still closed up there. Apparently the river hasn't dropped at all, so they're holding back water at the dam at Lake Keepit, so to reduce the amount of water going into the Namoi River. Anyway, so we'll end up going through Tamworth, and although there was talk about roads being closed there, it doesn't look like they're closed anywhere on the maps. I've looked on live traffic and Google and on Facebook and all that sort of stuff. You can't see anywhere roads are closed, so we'll head in there and hopefully we can get across to Lake Keepit from Tamworth. So for now, go and get the van hitched up and we'll head on our way out to Tamworth. Beautiful looking day today. I think it's going to be up around 19, 20 degrees, so very nice.
Leaving the Coolah Caravan Park, we headed towards Tamworth and quickly saw just how much rain had fallen recently.
There are still a few spots with water over the road, but nothing that really caused us any concern.
A couple of days earlier though, it would have been a very different story.
It's always worth checking road conditions after heavy rain, especially when you've got a caravan in tow.
The run through Tamworth was straightforward, and from there it was well signed and easy to find our way out to Lake Keepit. No stress at all, and all made roads.
It's actually a very easy run out of Tamworth.
Yeah.
So one of the nice little perks of the glamping package is that we didn't have to worry about the caravan. Reflections looked after that for us too. Made it into Lake Keepit, and I must admit it was a bit of an effort, a bit of a hit-miss. Coming in on Rushes Creek Road, there was a couple of spots there where there had been debris over the bridges. Apparently it was underwater by 2 metres, those bridges, the other night. So they're still cleaning it up. We managed to get in, which is great. The good news for us is that the place is basically empty. We're the only ones here. There's one other van just up a little bit further. I don't know if they've been there for a little while and got stuck here or not. But anyway, so they're here. But apart from that, it's just us. But I'll tell you what, we've never been to Lake Keepit before. I wanted to come when we did the Kamilaroi Highway run, but we never got out here. I tell you what though, this place is magic. We've got the van set up here for a couple of nights while we go and do the glamping. I'm looking forward to that. Can't wait to share that bit with you. But we've got the van set up here, ready to sort of just leave for the couple of nights. But even if we just camped here, I think that'd be like a bit of luxury looking out over Lake Keepit the way it is. But the place looks immaculate. Like it's, at the moment, it's green grass. It is nice and warm. I think it's about 20 degrees or something at the moment. So the sun's out. We've got a beautiful view over the lake there. The sites are quite large too. Like this one here next to us is a mat site, but it's really long.
And over here on the waterfront, they've got these lovely tables and chairs. And look at this. Little fire pits. How cool is that?
Then of course there's the camp kitchen.
Amazing fire pit with seats all around it. The fridge and the microwave and the kettle, of course. It's even got an enormous TV.
The amenities are spotless.
Toilet and shower. And here we have the laundry. Come back out of this little sunroom and we've got these washing lines.
And there's a dump point. Enough said. playground for the kids, and my favourite, the spray park.
I reckon that looks like a lot of fun.
Lake Keepit is a reasonable distance from places. Gunnedah is probably the nearest town. I think it's about half an hour away. And then, of course, you've got Tamworth, which must be about an hour away from here. So once you're in here, you're pretty much here. It's the destination to get to. They do have a general store here, which is, they call it the canteen. A bit of an office, canteen, general store with some basic sort of gear inside. But yeah, apart from that, you want to be pretty much self-sufficient. And they do have glamping tents here in the caravan park itself. And they look quite nice. This looks like a nice little setup here too. Bit of barbecue area, a couple of fire pits. There's a few of these. I mean, a great spot overlooking the water here. But that's not the ones we're staying at. All right, let's go. As you might be able to tell, I'm pretty excited about getting over to this glamping thing. So let's hit the road. We'll go up and see Katie up at the glamping tents and check those out. You can access Wilderluxe from within the park, but they also have a separate entrance. Katie met us at the allocated parking area and took us up to our tent. Well, this is our glamping tent for the next couple of nights. Check it out. Come and look at this. It's incredible. It's more like a cabin than a tent. Wenda's already made herself comfy. Not that I can blame her, I must admit. How good is this?
How nice does this look?
So each tent has an indigenous name. The one we're in for the next couple of nights is called Diri Diri, which is indigenous for willy wagtails. So the cabin itself, or the tent, if you like, has got magic views out over the lake. I don't think we're closing the blinds tonight. And a full ensuite.
Yep. Yay!
With your stay here, you get fresh bread, local bread. There's a bit of local honey, local fruit. It's picked from the area here. Orange grinder, so you can make juice. The wine is part of the mini bar, so that's not something, so we would have to pay for that one. So keep an eye on that. You get teas and coffees. Microwave in the fridge down here. There's our breakfast stuff down here where we've got a bit of milk and granolas and yogurts. There is stuff over here. Again, this is mini bar stuff. It just doesn't seem fair to call it camping. It's so luxurious, but we're in a tent. So there you go. Staying here at Wilderluxe, there are 8 tents. No pets. It comes in at $550 a night with power and water. Now, before you say ouch, it does come with a lot.
And one of the real highlights is the Big Sky Dreaming experience.
Our next adventure for today is we're going to go do a bit of kayaking.
Yeah, the kayaks and all that kind of equipment, which we'll see soon, is all included.
It is. Apparently there's stand-up paddle boards, kayaks and mountain bikes that you have access to.
Amazing.
So, yeah, going to go try that.
Yeah, maybe we'll ride mountain bikes down to the point fall.
Yeah, let's do the kayaking first and we'll see how we go.
See how much energy we have left, you reckon?
Let's see.
Okay.
I reckon we'll be driving down. So to get down to the container with all of the gear in it, there's a little walk you can do. We've done it to do a little bit of exercise getting down here. It's a nice little walk through the bush. It looks like an old 4-wheel drive type track that doesn't get used a lot these days, but it's a very pleasant walk on a day like today. We're in August now, beginning of August, and it's just starting to warm up a bit today. I think it's about 20 degrees, so it's very pleasant out here.
Oh, look at that, Paul. A couple of kayaks, about 4 mountain bikes. Oh, look, fishing rods. And a couple of stand-up paddle boards.
Ah, this should be interesting. We've got Wenda ready to go out on the kayak here. It's all kitted up, ready to go for a bit of paddle. You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Doing a good job there.
Out here on Lake Keepit, it's hard to believe this peaceful water is part of the mighty Namoy River system. The dam was built back in the 1960s, but today it feels a world away from all of that. Just calm water, open skies, and the perfect place to slow down and soak it all in.
We couldn't have timed it any better. Just as we got back from kayaking, a couple of folks from the sailing club were around and we were lucky enough to score a guided tour of the place. Well, we've just had a bit of a yarn with Doug, the Commodore, and Kevin here at the Keepit Sailing Club. What great tales they had to tell about this place. It's been going for quite a number of years, this sailing club. This would be magic here on the lake, sailing out here. The middle of the year, they have what they call Keep It Cool. It's in July. It's just a meeting they have where they get a bunch of boats in and do a bit of sailing competitions. And they have the annual yabby races inside the facilities here. We decided to give the mountain bikes a miss and headed back to the tent, and were greeted by a few of the resident roos coming up for a feed. So one of the things here at Wilderluxe is that at 4 o'clock in the afternoon they have drinks and nibbles in the galley room or something.
Yeah, something like that.
There's a film about the area by one of the local Indigenous folks who talks about what's going on around here and the history of the area and all that sort of stuff. And then as the sun starts to set, you get to enjoy drinks and nibbles and over this beautiful lake here.
Yeah.
At around 4 p.m. each day, it kicks off with an inspiring film in the main tent, then moves into sunset drinks and nibbles around the campfire. Wine, beer, or something non-alcoholic. They've got it all covered. The morning greeted us with one of the most breathtaking sunrises we've ever seen on our travels. We don't usually pack in scenery shots just for the sake of it, but this one was far too spectacular to cut.
Definitely.
The sky lit up over Lake Keepit like a mirror set on fire, every ripple glowing with colour. And thanks to the recent rains, the lake was sitting at about 110% capacity, full to the brim and sparkling like it was showing off just for us. What a magical way to start the day.
While there is absolutely no reason to leave Lake Keepit during your stay there, there's so much to do and see around there that you can just spend your time checking it out or doing nothing, just relaxing. We had heard about this place, Carroll Gap Farmhouse. Apparently it's a place to go to. You can get a good meal here. Jan, who runs the place, home cooks all of the meals and bakes her own bread and stuff here. Apparently it's an old schoolhouse that's been turned into a farmhouse, and you can get well, come on, we'll show you what you can get here. Tell you, Carroll Gap Farmhouse, it's like stepping back in time. Apparently this used to be the old schoolhouse. The kitchen that's there now was the classroom, and the teacher's residence was next door to it. But now Jan and Bob have turned it into their home. Been here for about 45 years. Jan opened it up as a cooking school originally, but people have come in and now offers meals and can do dining for smaller groups. So if you're in the area, it's a good idea to ring up and book beforehand. But there's such a lovely couple, and yeah, you wouldn't go far wrong coming for a visit here, I tell you. So Jan does all of her own cooking here, all of the meals, anything she offers, she does it on site here herself. It's not an a la carte menu. You ring up on the day and Jan will tell you what she's got going. It's a farmhouse meal, whether lunch or dinner. But yeah, so pretty much just a home cooked meal in a place like this. How good is that? Unfortunately, we're not going to get a chance to sample that this time around, but I tell you what, it'd be certainly worth coming back for. Next time we come up here, definitely booking in for a full meal. Well, if you come to Wilderluxe, definitely call in to see Jan and Bob. What a treat that was. I tell you, coming out here was just so, such a treat. We've come out to the soaring club here at Lake Keepit, and Andrew has been kind enough to give us pretty much a guided tour of the place and a rundown of all things gliding. The biggest thing is gliding here, you can actually come in, and I'm thinking of doing it next time actually. For $300 they'll take you up in one of the gliders and you get in a tandem, or not on your own obviously, but they take you up in the air and get to do a flight. So apparently we've come here at maintenance week, so there's not much in the way of flying going on. But in the sheds over here, you got the single cockpit ones, which is just obviously going on your own. They've got the double ones, which is for the training gliders, the tow planes, which pull the gliders up into the sky. The place is open to the public in the sense that you can book a flight. You can actually do lessons and learn how to fly.
Or you can do a flight experience.
Oh, a flight experience, yeah. I'm hoping to come back and actually do that. So it's $300 and you go a flight experience. So it's going to be fantastic.
As we wandered back to the tent, we were determined to make the most of our final night here. I had my eye on that bubble bath out on the deck, perfectly positioned to take in the sweeping views over Lake Keepit. And let's just say, it did not disappoint. The perfect way to wind down the day.
Some of the packages include a barbecue pack as well. So with the barbecue pack you get steaks, chops and sausages and some veggies with it, which we're going to take advantage of tonight.
Ooh!
I think there's going to be lunch here as well for tomorrow.
Yeah,
not eating all that tonight.
Well, mind you, I have a good go at those sausages.
And that brings this road trip to a close. But it's been a great experience. The park here is just incredible, and certainly worth a visit up here. Well, what a way to finish this road trip. Glamping by the lake at Wilderluxe on Lake Keepit.
Yeah. Thank you, Reflections Holidays.
From the little country towns to historic gold rush streets.
And finally, to this incredible sunrise over Lake Keepit.
It's been a trip full of surprises.
We've loved every moment of it.
Thanks for stopping by.
Bye for now.
Bye.